Hello everybody and welcome back to M&B Bannerlord. So, yes, I have a party of 117, been literally just constantly travelling with the party, attacking literally any type of bandit I could, clearing up hideouts, things like that. And believe it or not, Battania is still standing. Quite a bit of time's passed and they don't sound like they're under siege either. So right now Battania is actually holding out, believe it or not. The Khuzaits actually came and take Flinthold Castle from them, so the Khuzaits are knocking on their doorstep. But I do believe the Vlandians are fighting the Khuzaits, because as I was travelling around here, I did see that there were some Vlandians attacking some Khuzaits. So very interesting how the how power is being exchanged around right now. I don't think the Khuzaits are at war with the Empire anymore, but I'm not sure, so it's hard to say. Right now, the Azurai, the Khuzaits, and the Vlandians are like the big three right now. They're the three biggest factions. And it's hard to say. I got a feeling Vlandia and the Khuzaits would probably be the last two standing as of right now. But, yeah, the Empire has been holding out for a very long time. And the reason I'm actually down here is to find somebody with the quest. Not that. Quest here. So, nobles talk to 9 out of 10 of them. I got to talk to one more, and then I should be able to do something. Oh yeah, I'll show you what I got in my party now. So I've got a bunch of volunteers still, but we managed to recruit loads of heroes when they replenished, like straight off the bat. That was really nice. I wandered around a lot. Got a bunch of clan warriors, wood runners, and I went around Sturgia as well and hired lots of sturgeons, as you see lower down the list. We got 4 Ulfhednar, which are like the really good infantry, but they do get taken out fairly easily by arrows and whatnot, so they'll probably not last too long. We got 4 Fians, 7 trained warriors, and but they need to go up to, you know, picked warriors and whatnot. 1 Falksman, 9 skirmishers, because I want to go get more wildlings, because the wildlings are really good. More veteran skirmishers, some Sturgian soldiers, some Sturgian warriors, lower level ones, bunch of spearmen. Got a nice amount of Battanian scouts, Variag veteran, which are the noble sons of Sturgia, kind of like the noble-born Battanians. We actually got a Druzinik here, which is really nice. They're really high-tier cav for the Sturgians. Got 4 Fian champions, some horsemen, and veteran warriors, a wildling, Sturgian shock trooper, a Variag, which is one of the noble sons, and 2 trained spearmen. So we've been doing really nice, and actually found Ryzen as well, which was nice in a random tavern. Also, we are making a bit of money because I started another caravan with a girl called Alina the Wronged. Essentially, I just talked to her and then got her to run a caravan straight away. So I'm just trying to create a bit more of an income. So I want to try and form my own kingdom. I think it's time for that now. Although I only can have a party of 130, I feel like I could do a lot of good with that 130. Especially if we take a castle and it's in a good choke point area, I feel like we do well. And hopefully be able to turn people to our side, because I know you could do that, but I've never attempted it and I don't know how you do it. So right now we've got to find a lord that we can speak to. So, or try and find someone we could get married to, potentially. And let's go to the keep. Who's this then? So we got relation -2 with her, unfortunately. I don't know you. I suppose you should tell me your name. I am Bledry. I am Lysica of the House of Dionykos. Our family has stood in the Senate and discharged its duties honourably since the first days of the Empire. I definitely don't want to... I mean, if it gets to that point, I guess I'll join a different faction, but... Hard to say, hard to say. Be weird having anything other than Sturgian or Battanian troops in my army, because like Sturgia and Battania are like fairly similar in their style, and like there's like similarities there, so they don't seem out of place, and it makes sense because we had a lot of influence in Sturgia. Who's this? I thought that said Caladog's army then. I was like, oh my god. I think if Caladog ultimately like just betrayed Battania and went to join another faction and left Battania, then he'd go and cut his head off. That's the only... I think Caladog's the only person Bledry would cut the head off. But aside from that... Oh, well, look, there's a... Oh, that's one of the empires that have been destroyed. I don't know where we can find any people with exclamation mark over their head. But we shall. We'll find him eventually. Krotor. Yeah, so the Empire are fighting the Vlandians, and the Khuzaits are as well. So the Vlandians are going to have a tough time pushing in. I am Bledry. I'm Krotor of the House of Dionykos. Oh, we were speaking to the woman, maybe his wife. So... Unkid. I don't know. Who is he? He's an Aserai noble who's a part of Vlandia right now? Lassian Sanala. Oh, we're gonna have to head to the Aserai territory. Oh my god, he's all the way down there. Maybe we should go and talk to some Aserai then. We haven't actually spoken to any, so there should be a lot of the lords there that have exclamation marks over their head. Maybe this is something we should have done at the beginning of the game, but I kind of neglected it. But no matter. I've heard that the quest is unfinished, but... like, it can get you, it kind of guides you on how to make your own kingdom, so that's kind of why I'm doing this, to see what are the possibilities of being able to create my own kingdom. And I got a feeling Bledry might be seeming to kind of recreate himself in a way, and, you know, kind of, I mean, because he never became the Wolf King. That was the, ultimately at the end, the Wolf King, I was going to change his name from Bledry to the Wolf King so that people would refer to him as Wolf King, right? But that's yet to happen, so I'm wondering if he can take on a different kind of, not persona, but like he can kind of, you know, how like every character in a movie, they have that like defining moment which makes them who they are. They gear up or something. So maybe he had his moment of defending Battania with the wolf pelt on, but it's time to take the wolf pelt off. And it's time to seriously defend, but like seriously do the best for Battania. And it's also a good excuse for him to wear a helmet too, which would be nice. All right, cool. So we'll level up as we go as well. Just try and auto-resolve on as many looter battles as we can. Maybe there's somebody I can speak to in here. Oh, there's an Empire lady in here. Oh, hello, Anita. Because again, oh, she is really short. And I'm really tall. That's not a good combo. I am Bledry. I'm Anita of the Banu Hulian, a clan of the Aserai. Maybe we can ally ourselves with the Aserai, because Bledry's never had anything against the Aserai, right? So... that's an interesting thought, actually. But they're against the Battanians right now. So, as of right now, we'll ignore that, but just something to... food for thought. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I wish to offer my hand in marriage. I am flattered, sir. We meet from time to time, as is the custom, to see if we are right for each other. Yeah, she's just really short. Seems like the Aserai are short people. But, yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's time to, you know, put away the... You know, it was cool, like, he's had his time of, you know, for Battania and fighting and with his men and stuff like that. But it's, you know, it's time to... put away the patriotism and just bury the patriotism, bury who he was as a person before in that patriotic side of him. And it's time to just do what's right for Battania and sacrifice himself a little bit and who he is to become, to let Battania prevail. So maybe we'll see an armor change possibly. And I think definitely he's no longer that man on the front lines as he was defending Battania. He's a different person now. He sees differently that for Battania to succeed, he must leave Battania because he believes he can do it. But it's time to I think it's time to... do we change the beard, though? Oh, he looks so weird without a beard. I mean, we gotta keep the beard, right? There's no way the beard can go. Oh, the music in the background. It's giving us Azari music. Yeah, basically right now what is happening is that moment in the movies where the person shaves their head to reinvent themselves. They, you know, they change their whole look, and they've had that character defining moment. Oh yeah, maybe he braids his hair. Shaves his beard. And he's like, no, now it's time for war. Now it's time to, you know, I think, yeah, we're going to go with that. He's shaved it, you know, he's had his beard shaved off with the, you know, those razors that they used back in the day. I don't even know what they used back in the day for medieval times even. He's cut his hair down, he's braided it. He's like ready for war now. He is like ready to he's changed himself. He's taken the wolf pelt off. One day it will come back. He will put that wolf pelt back on, but only when he becomes king of his own, you know, only when he stands over Battania again. He has to work for that. He failed, right? This is the motivating factor for Bledry. He failed his people ultimately. He's blaming himself that Battania fell, is falling, and is no longer the Battania it used to be. He's blaming himself heavily for that, because he feels like he was a major force of change. So he's gone, and he said, right, it's time to stop trying to show off with the wolf pelt and everything. It's time to peel everything back, peel the layers back of who I am. And it's time to just build alliances and figure out a way to bring Battania back. And he feels like, and he's kind of made a vow that I will only put the wolf pelt back on when I deserve it. Once I'm back in Battania and we are as one of a people again. So this is going to be this whole Let's Play is probably going to last a really long time, because we have a lot of work to do right now. We literally have to, God, we're going to have to do so much work. It's kind of unreal. So we're going to actually find a helmet of some sort. So yeah, we're gonna have to be really, really inventive with how we manage to bring this back from the, you know, bring us back from the brink of destruction. Who would have thought that Bledry's journey from, if you go back to part 1 and look at where Bledry was as a person, you know, just this person who was kind of on the rise of power and stuff like that, and he's rumored that there was this young, like, kind of warlord on the scene that was a fierce fighter. So Sanala, is he still here? I highly doubt he is. I didn't mean to do that. But, like, now he's just somebody who's put his heart and soul into Battania and lost it. And now he's in the deserts trying to figure out a way to make this thing happen. They got quests for us, but I don't really care for... My God, that doesn't like suit our arm. I don't want to put that on, but we'll lock the wolf shoulder and wolf head, and we'll keep them. Come here, looters. Come on. There you go. Cool. It's time to put away all the fancy get-ups and like all that patriotic pride. Time to swallow it and push forward. So we're traveling far right now. I keep checking because I'm really curious to see how Battania is doing on their own now that Bledry's left. Because Bledry was, once we got defeated though, we wouldn't have been able to rebuild an army. Bledry was like, you know, he was a lost cause at that point. Fighting for Battania, he knew it wasn't going to happen. That's where you know, that's where I figured it out really. But obviously, I'm kind of trying to manifest it for the character too, to make it more interesting for you guys. Be a part of this journey that he's on. Shock Troop sounds such a badass name for... Actually, maybe we can just replace... Yeah, you know what? Okay, well that was a sight to see. You know, he's put his warlord and his Battanian armor away, and it's just time to, like I said, it's just time to put all of that away, or put all the Battania behind, all of Battania behind him. And it's time for a new Battania that retains its old spirit. But not until he takes it back. He feels like he's worthy of wearing the armor again. Because again, he feels like he failed. God, it's tough find. I'm gonna cut that right now until I find somebody who I can speak to finish this quest off. So be right back. Bledry, it's been a while. So then, what is it? Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendraic? I cursed that name. It took from me, my husband, 2 brothers, more cousins than I can count. Jesus. The Kurgits were never the richest of the clans, but we made up for it with our valor. Oh wow, the Kurgits, they're a faction you could play as in Warband. When word spread that the Emperor was promising silver for men to ride at his side against the Sturgians and Battanians and others, of course our young brave boys leapt at the chance. My husband, the bravest and best of them all, led them. We fought the Vlandians, we won, but there was a great slaughter. My husband's horse was slain and he was ridden down, though he died amid a pile of Vlandian dead. Elsewhere on the field, the Emperor was having his head hewn off with a Sturgian axe, and thus was in no position to pay us. Such are the fortunes of war, but what came afterwards, when word spread of what happened to our menfolk, the other clans, the Arkits in particular, knew we were weak. Our herds were raided. Anyone who protested was killed. Montrug did little to stop it. It taught us that valor will get you killed, but treachery will make you rich. If you want more information, there are 2 people you might try to speak to. Istiana worked as a sort of unofficial spy master for Neretzi. She lives in Eprocotea. That's one of the imperial cities. Then there is Arzagos, who was his bodyguard. He's supposed to be near Maranath, though I hear he's in charge of he's changed quite a bit since then. Maranath. Funny. Oh my god, so close to home. Well, I'll get to these places and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back here at Eprocotea. I really can't. Eprocotea? I don't know how you say it. Istiana, hello. She's in her house. Hey, sorry, I don't think I know you. I am Bledry, and who are you? I am Istiana. You probably already know that, though. Once I wielded great power, but now... Anyway, I am most curious what you might want with me.
So what brings you to me?
There's voice acting in this game? I believe I have a piece of the dragon banner of Calradius.
Is that true? You may have one piece of the banner, but it's of little use in itself. You'll have to find the other parts. But once you can bring together the pieces, you'll have something of tremendous value.
Oh. I like this. How so?
The banner of Calradius is part of a legend.
Oh, is that all there is? They say it was carried by Calradios the Great as he led his small band of exiles into this land to make a new home for themselves. They say that so long as it is carried by a true son of Calradios, he shall never be defeated in battle, or a daughter, I imagine, although that has never come up. Of course, our glorious armies have been defeated many times, but I guess those commanders and emperors were not true sons. Clever little legend. A child could see through it if she tried, but of course people never try to see through the noble lies that bind us together. Thank heaven for that. So you can help me find a buyer for it?
If you can find the missing pieces, I'm sure I can find someone who'll take it from your hands.
Okay, Siri was listening to me then. If you can find the missing piece... Yeah. So where can I find them?
Before I reveal that information to you, I need to know more about your intentions.
Okay, one could use the banner to restore the Empire, but one could also use the banner to destroy it. I was a confidant of the old Emperor Neretzes. Officially, I was not his spy master, as I am a woman, but that was the role I played nonetheless. I liked Neretzes and was very grateful for his trust, but he was not a good emperor, too stubborn and principled. I probably should have poisoned him. Jesus. Suffice to say that I know better than anyone about the lies and cruelty that kept the Empire alive, but all the murders I ever committed in 10 years of serving Neretzes do not amount to the death toll in a single hour when an army storms a town. As for our glorious history, let me tell you, any one of these petty kings and khans and sultans could probably get lucky and conquer Calradia and do as good a job as ruling it as we did. But the point is, we already did it. Our greatest crimes are in the past. Let us not undo what has already been done. So if you intend to use the banner to save the Empire, I'll tell you what I know. But if you want to go backward, not forward, then I will not help you. I'm not going to use it to save the Empire, but it's not my intention, but I want to see where this goes. Good.
Then I will tell you what I know. I heard about one other piece. I do not know where the other pieces are. You may need to keep searching for them. When you have recovered all the pieces, return to me and I'll help you put them into use.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm assuming this is the bit of the quest that isn't actually finished. But if we head to Maranath now... Yeah, let's head to Maranath and see if we can speak to that other guy as well. You're not getting away from me. We need to buy some new armor. Oh, is that where one of the pieces are? The dragon banner in that hideout? Interesting. And our army is being chased by the Vlandians. Great. Well, who is the guy I'm supposed to speak to? Or is it not even coming up anymore? Yeah, Arzagos. Hey, sorry, I don't think I know you. I'm Bledrian. Who are you? You probably are aware that I am Arzagos. I'm not sure why you have sought me out, but know that my old life as Imperial Lapdog is over. So who are you and what brings you to me? I believe that I have a piece of the dragon banner. Is that true? Well, that is interesting. You may have one piece of the banner, but it's little use in itself. You'll have to find all the other parts. Yes, I've heard this. How so? The banner of Calradios is a part of a legend. It was said to be carried by Calradios, the great who led his people to this land to conquer and despoil. The legend says that no army led by a true son. Yeah. Convenient legend, eh? Of course the Calradians have been defeated many times, but I guess those were not true sons. Still, you could say it represents the strength and endurance of this empire. So you can help me find a buyer? A buyer? I can help you do far more than that. Ooh. Before I answer, I need you to know about each... I need to know more about each other. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You and I need to know more about each other, right? I should read the full sentence before I say it. Doesn't make sense. I don't know what you know about me. I was a citizen of the Empire. I was a commander in the Imperial armies, but I am not an Imperial. I am what they call Palaic. Palaic is a language that is no longer spoken except by a few old people. Even the word Palaic is Imperial. We are a people who have forgotten who we are. Well, I'm in a similar situation. The Empire has a genius for destruction. The destruction of languages, traditions, gods. It takes our fortresses, slaughters our men, and turns our children into its own children. Nothing can bring the Palaic people back. They are now imperial, but is an insult to our name, to our gods, to our memory that the state which destroyed our shrines and fortresses should last and thrive. I have vowed that the Empire shall not survive this civil war if I can do anything to stop it, and believe me, if I had that banner, there is very much something I could do. I too would see the Empire destroyed. Yeah, that sounds more like Bledger. Good, then I will tell you what I know. I heard about one other piece. I don't know where the other pieces are. You may need to go keep searching for them. When you have recovered all pieces, return to me and I'll help you put them to good use. Interesting. So there are 3 pieces. So if we go around to these hideouts, which actually one's right next to Maranath. Let's march in on there. And now, because I got the mod that lets the I think it's up to 50 people go in there. I haven't got the full party thing because I don't think you just necessarily need more than 50. And there's only 10 people in this one anyway, so. Right, attack. Have at him. Look at Bledry. He'll grow the beard back one day and he'll have his armor back, don't worry. It's just a character change moment. We'll get some better armor very soon as well. This is just temporary. But we'll say he stashed it in... He stashed his old armor in Carbantheth. We'll say that much. Yeah. We'll say that he stashed his armor in Carbantheth, so when he returns there one day, he can take it back. Once he's earned it. A lot of people won't forget Bledry, but now that he's changed his look, maybe people in the far reaches like the Aserai will not know who he is, sort of thing, when he's in there. So I found the second... Can I go back and speak to him? No, I have to go to the hideout that Istiana pointed out. Where is it? Down here with the Sturgians. Or Vlandians, I should say. So for some reason, the Vlandians haven't taken Dunglanis or Sionen, which I'm very curious as to why. And how they haven't taken them. I mean, there's a lot of defenders in there. And I bet every time they try and siege it, there's just all the parties gather around it, and then the garrison sallies out and they destroy the army, possibly. So they're just stuck in limbo right now. They actually can't grow. Again, barely anyone in this place. Let's go in. I need to get like another double-handed axe that like is a lot faster, because this is so slow to fight infantry with this thing. This is more of a cavalry like axe. Maybe I can find a different axe. I'll like have this one for horseback and then a smaller one but still a double-handed one. Ow. Yeah, we're not wearing the best armor right now, so dueling's a bit more dangerous. Oh, my athletics is 51. He upgraded to a Fian, and that's it. I leveled it up in between parts. You found the third and final banner piece. Return to Istiano, or... Yeah, we'll return to the guy because he's against the Empire. And so Bledry is like willing to do anything right now. So it'll be interesting. I actually need to get more Fian. I need to get more Fian archers. Alright, we're back here now. As it goes. Bledry, it's been a while. So then, what is it? I've gathered all the pieces. Excellent work. When you unfurl this banner and men see it, see what they thought was lost, it will make a powerful impression. Clearly you have been chosen by heaven for a great purpose. I see the makings of a new legend here. Allow me to call you Bannerlord. Right then, to the business of bringing down this cursed empire. As I see it, you have two options. You can create your own kingdom or support an existing one. How can I create my own one? To create your own kingdom, you must fulfill some conditions. Your clan must be independent of any current realm. Your clan must have significant amount of renown. You must gather a considerable amount of men. Finally, you must rule a settlement that is not imperial. Find me when you are ready. You can create your own kingdom or support an existing one. So how can I support an existing one? You should join the kingdom that you wish to support by talking to the leader. My informants will tell you once you pledge your support. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your precious help. That's an odd sentence. My precious. Hey, there we go. There's one. Right. I'd feel like really shit for it, but should we try and take... I mean, no, there's no way we'd survive because all the lords are so close to each other right now. I was thinking maybe we should try and take Dunglanis. There's no way. There's 587 people in there. No chance. What could we take? I mean, it said take a settlement that it isn't imperial. So, and all of these in the middle are imperial. We don't want to start a war with the Khuzaits. What's Sionan sitting at? Unless we start something with Vlandia? God, I don't know. This is a really tough decision to make. Maybe we take one of their... Oh, but thing is, we won't be able to recruit any troops, really, then, would we? You talked to Argos, now you may want to talk to Istiana and talk about her opinions who she is current. I don't care for her opinions, I'm going to be honest, because she wants to support the Empire. I'm not necessarily about that. Pencannock, 400. Yeah, these places are way... I don't really have the strength to take any of these as of right now. So, unless we join a faction and give this banner to them, but then that'll just give them immense power. We can have up to 132 men. We've got 7 ninjas, so we can still get another like 13 men in our party right now. Yikes, this is it's tough whether to try and join another faction and see where we go from there. I can see that, like, what we could do is potentially join the Aserai. Get an army together, right? Call an army in. take one of the Battanian settlements, the major ones, with an army, then disband the army, leave them, and then siege it again and take it before it grows in power. That's like a super scummy thing to do, but it's like one of the only ways I could see it's actually being able to take a settlement. And from there, hopefully we'd be able to make something of it. Not sure. Interesting one, that is. Let's head to Carbantseth and have a think. Yeah, we need to get some new armor anyway. Like, oh, a Falx! 126, 138. So let's get rid of our Highland Broadblade. Jesus, 102 swings. Let's get the bearded. We used to use a bearded axe, I believe. Plumed. Oh, that plumed nomad helmet I used to wear. That's the thing we used to wear as well. Ranger mail. That's new. Oh, that looks so cool. It's nowhere near as strong as the Highland Noble armor. Again, I don't think we should be wearing any Battanian armor. Let's take that. So, not sure. We'll get some new armor over in the Imperial cities. Yeah, we'll get some armor over in the Imperial cities. Or maybe Sturgian armor. Let's go to Sturgia and get some armor from there. I think that'd be a good call. Yeah, get some Sturgian armor. And then from there, I'll have to think. I'll have to really think about this. We could try and take Ravel and work our way down from there. Because I know you could try and get lords to join you as well. Should we get... Oh my god, we're going to have to give him units. If we give him all of our clan warriors... Can he work from that, though? Bunch of the wood runners. Let's give him a Folksman. A Variag. Battanian Highborn warrior. So we've given him a party. So what will he do with that now? So if I do something, hopefully he'd come and help me. Right? That would be my theory. Northern... Oh, look at that. Holy shit. That looks cool. Highland Mail Mittens. Nope. Oh, heavy, sorry. So, Northern Lamalar, or... I'm just doing what looks good right now, to be honest, more than anything. Oh, it clips through. That's really weird. So, if we... Yeah, let's keep that on for now. We'll change that. So he's a bit unrecognizable to the man he was before, but that's the point. Let's get rid of all these guys. Let's have a look and see where Ravel's at. His old settlement. Just curious. I want to gauge where... We need to be recruiting as well as we go. Okay. That's a really nice axe. And it's still decently fast too. What's a Stockwell Castle sitting at? Only 80. Right. I'm going to save it because I could balls up my entire campaign right now by doing this, but I think it'd be worth it. I don't think we'll be attacked, honestly. Think about it. So many armies are down here or here. I don't think they'll have the time to catch us before we get in there. Ballsy maneuver this is. Hopefully, what's his name will come and help us too. Oh, we're not actually at war with them yet. Well... I could start a war. Oops, I didn't mean to actually...
Move! Infantry, make a shield wall! Archer, stand upon footmen! Kill them all! Full charge!
Oh my god, how did I miss? Ow. Oh, I cut his head off! Right. So this could either be the best or worst mistake I've ever made. And really, I think if I balls it up completely, I'm just going to actually just load back to that save. I'm going to save scum a little bit. Just to kind of recover it. I'm hoping they'll sally out to attack us. We've almost got it. Right, well, that's built. Let's try and build a battering ram now. We might actually be able to do this. If you're going to clan... Patrolling around Balgard. How... Is there a way we can get him to come to us? Yeah, he is picking up troops as he's going as well. So I should be able to call him once we take this castle. Cool. Yep, I was right. They're not going to send... They wouldn't send it because they're way too occupied right now to be doing that. No doubt they'll send an army our way. But... we've got a really elite infantry force right now with the Sturgians on our side. This is the beginnings of trying to bring back Battania to its former glory. Hopefully their catapult doesn't take it out.
Bowmen! Horsemen! Archer! Infantry! Archers!
No, I can't. Right. We need to just get through this gate and then we'll be fine then. We need to try and take as minimal casualties as possible here. And all of our men are managing to get behind some sort of cover, so that's brilliant. No doubt once the gate breaks, lots of men are gonna be charging in. That's gonna be the dangerous bit. That's where we'll see casualties, if any. So this is a lot faster than this. If only a little, but it should be more agile in battle. Trying to help it along a bit. Oh, we're actually doing decent damage to it. Okay. Here we go. Yep, they're going up the ladders now. There's only been one death in this whole thing. Come on. I want everyone to follow me. Now everyone charge. Well done. There's got to be more up on the walls, right? Yep, there certainly is. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I'm dead. Bye. Yeah. Yep, our archers are getting those guys. Our infantry are charging on them. We did it. That was really successful. Oh, and we did it pretty well, as we lost 11 people. 4 skirmishers, 1 recruit, 1 veteran sturgeon warrior, 1 picked warrior, 2 veteran skirmishers, and 1 spearman and a horseman. We didn't lose any fians, which is really nice. Oh, are you kidding me? There's loads stuck on here? Oh, wow. That's a bit shit, isn't it? Them being stuck like that. Let's take all of these guys as prisoners. Got some levels up out of that, which isn't bad. Right, we better be ready to defend this bad boy, because no doubt we're going to have to. Okay, so got another Druznik. We need to let our troops heal up a bit, and me actually. So we've got max granary, all of that good stuff. We need training fields for sure. So we'll make Mullum the leader of this. Because I don't know where he I had him look after a caravan and he just stopped looking after it at one point, so I don't know what he was doing. So now, how do I create... So I still don't... I'm not in a kingdom yet. I just own a thing now. What do we have to rename our clan? We're no longer Fen. We're no longer of the old part of that Battania, so... So he's at Balgard. Where the hell is Balgard again? I forgot. Oh, he's up here? I wonder why. Nope, not there. We need to head to these villages and buy their food. All of it. I wonder, maybe I have to capture a major city. I'm curious if that's what I have to do. Let's recruit all of those guys. Not that it's going to do much. Okay, guys, so I'm going to need some tips here. How do I create my own kingdom? I'm assuming I have to take a major city first. We can take some... Oh, militia. No, I don't want militia. Take the wood runner. I'm waiting for an army to come marching down here now. Oh. Come on. You scared? So they got nearly 500 defenders in Rayville. So maybe it wasn't the best idea. 132 versus 428 if I had a max party and with decent troops. So right now, I don't see us having any chance of doing this. So if you guys have any ideas on what I could do, maybe a plan of action, maybe just make peace, or maybe just load back to that previous save, please tell me, because I need some guidance right now. I was tempted to join the Aserai at one point, or the Northern Empire, or whatever, yeah, the Northern Empire, but more the Aserai than anything, but I don't know. Right now, Vlandia seem like an unstoppable force, so I don't really know what to do. No matter how many I execute, everything, you know, I can't seem to get a handle on things, so I'll probably try and do some off-screen stuff, although I'd not doubt I'll get much chance for that right now, because all the land around me is owned by my enemy, so I won't be able to use any nearby land. So, again, I don't know how to start my own kingdom, so please do tell me how. I'm assuming it's taking your own major city. But, yeah, please tell me, and I'll see you all in the next part. Goodbye, guys.